it's me, Shantae, and yeah, this is something different. I'll be doing a makeup tutorial today. This is my first ever makeup tutorial on YouTube, and it's a makeup tutorial on this look. So yeah, I was really insecure about even thinking about putting out a makeup tutorial video, but I was encouraged by family and friends to do one. So here I am doing one, and it might be sloppy, nobody might like it, but hey, this is me just putting myself out there, trying something new for the very first time. So if you guys like it, I don't know what's up with this stupid earring, whatever, but thank you. Enjoy the video. Alright guys, so this is my makeup tutorial, and the first thing I do is add my moisturizer. This is Pond's moisturizer for dry skin, and I really love this moisturizer because I have a very dry T-zone, especially in the winter, so I'd love to use this moisturizer along with shea butter. I use them interchangeably. Whichever one I have, I just pick it up and use it. So yeah, those are my two favorite moisturizers. In the summertime, I use different moisturizers. And now I'm just using my chapstick and moisturizing my lip. And yeah, these are the steps I just use in prepping and putting my makeup on. Yep, and then I'm gonna get into my brows next. Alright, so to do my brows, I have my NYX brow pencil. And I really love this brow pencil. I used to use pomades for the longest, but now I've switched to using pencils, and I swear to God, I'm never switching back. I prefer to use a pencil now. I feel it's much easier, much faster, less cleanup, and I have more control in doing my brows. So yeah, this is just me. I take my brows from the edge, well, that's the beginning of my brow, and then I go to the tip or the end and I make like a line, and then I will like come from the top and try to join those two lines together, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, just watch. So after my brows are done, the next step is concealing, and I use my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the shade is that? Caramel, and my Morphe 432 brush to carve the bottom of my brows out. And then I'll be using another shade concealer, darker shade, for the top of my brows, or more like a skin tone shade. But yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to take that darker shade and conceal the top of my brows, like I said earlier. Now I'm just cleaning everything up and trying to get it as neat as possible. I'm dancing because I feel like I've done a good job. And now I'm about to blend everything out so there are no harsh lines on my brows. Yeah. Now I'm taking my NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel, and I'm just gonna go over my brows with that gel. I really like this. It keeps my brows in place and kind of gives them a more defined look, in my opinion. I know there are better brow gels out there, but I just love using NYX products. They're affordable and they work. So yeah. So now, ladies and gents, the eyebrow look is done, and I'm about to go into my shadow, and I'm using the NYX Eyeshadow Primer Base. And Trouble's trying to like make the camera pick this up. But it is an eyeshadow base in the tone Skin Tone, and I just placed that all over my lid and my eyes to get my eyelids ready for eyeshadow. Eyes prepped and primed, and I'm about to go into the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. It's kind of dirty, my apologies. And the very first shade there that I'm going to is that brown looking shade at the top called, I think it's called MFEO. Yeah, that's the color. And I'm just gonna use that as my transition shade. And right now I'm just looking into my magnifying mirror to get my eyeshadow to blend properly. So yeah. The next shade I'm going into is Pookie, directly below MFEO, and I'm just gonna blend that below MFEO. Again, I'm looking into my magnifying glass, but I do come over so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'm trying to blend those two shadows together to get a nice gradient to start off my eyeshadow. I'm not the best at eyeshadow. I just always try to make them look nice. My eyes are hooded, so I struggle with eyeshadow. I need to get better brushes and like come down on a better technique, but I think I do pretty okay. So yeah, that's just me blending that shade in. Next, I'm going into the shade below Pookie called Roxanne, and I'm going to be using my brush and I'm going to blend that shade right below Pookie and try, as I said before, like get the shadows to blend in together. Pookie is kind of like a light tone brick red, and like a very light tone brick red, and yeah, I'm trying to see that fat part of my eyelid. Shades tend to get really muddy, so I'm trying my best to like blend it out. Right now I'm going into that darker red shade, like more dark red, called Jax, and I'm going to be taking that into my crease. Now I'm taking that dark brown color called Central Park, and I'm just going under Jax to accentuate my crease a little bit more, blending the two colors together. Right now I'm just blending the colors out properly, trying to make the look at least look decent. I'm going back in with my transition shade just to kind of like not make the colors look so dark, at least make they're not so muddy, and yeah, just trying to fix up my eyeshadow a little bit. As I said, I'm not a pro at this, just trying to make it look good. So now I'm taking that Morphe M432 brush and my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, and I'm gonna carve out my crease. And as I said before, I have hooded eyes, so I'm not the best at carving out my crease. I had tried this earlier with a different type of brush, with like a rounded type brush, and I realized that those don't work well for me. So I realized that straight edged brushes work better for me when I'm attempting, because this is an attempt at a crease. An attempt. And those brushes work better for me, so this is just me trying to do that right now. Now I'm taking the shade Silk Cream and I'm just going on top of the cut crease with it, just to give, just to make sure the concealer does not move. Because sometimes when I blink, the concealer tends to want to go about its business, and I don't want that. So I'm trying to make the concealer stay in one spot. Next, I'll be taking my NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm going to be putting that all over my lid and putting on top my Jessie Girl glitter in the shade Penny Arcade. It's Jessie Girl's Pure Pigment Eye Dust, and I'll be using a brush, and I find the brush. I was trying to figure out which brush to use. Then I'm taking the glitter primer and patting it on top of where I put that shadow, and I'm going to be popping the glitter on top. Then I'm taking my Simple makeup remover wipes. They're my favorite wipes ever. They're for sensitive skin and I love them. And I'm just taking them and I'm wiping away the excess glitter that's on my face. And this glitter, let me tell you, it gets everywhere, but it's so pretty, it's almost worth it. So, yeah. Now I have my Maybelline primer. This is the Master Prime version. Primer Base Hydrate Smooth 050 by Maybelline, as I said before. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to rub it all over my face. I love this primer so much because I have dry skin, as I've said before, and I love anything hydrating. in the summer or the winter because my skin gets dry no matter what. So I'm just rubbing that all over my face and my forehead. Gotta get everywhere. Yep, and then I'm gonna be moving into foundation. Next for foundation, I'm taking the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation in the shade 356 Warm Coconut, and I'm just putting that all over my face right now in little dots, like I always do. Side note, if you do this with a beauty blender, the dots might come out in your beauty blender, so you might want to put it on your hand first and then, you know, put it all over your face. But I like pumping and using it in little dots. So yeah, this is me about to take my damp, clean beauty blender and blend my foundation. Now I'm taking my Wet n Wild Megaliner in the shade Black, and I'm gonna attempt to do my winged eyeliner. Next step, I'm going to be applying my lashes, and these are the Kiss lashes. They're the natural lashes. My next step would be applying my concealer, and I like to apply my concealer after I've done my winged eyeliner because I feel like it gives me a chance to clean up under my eyes properly, like any blackness that I might have had from them can get concealed. And of course I'm concealing my designer bags, my forehead, cupid's bow, and my chin. Just applying highlight to the parts of your face where the light hits. And I'm taking my damp beauty blender. I think I should have dampened it some more. It got dry by the time I started to put concealer on, and blending that concealer out. Next, I'll be taking my LA Girl concealer to contour with, and this is in the shade Dark Cocoa, and I'm just putting that all the places where I contour, my nose, my forehead, and my jawline, and you'll see me place it there soon. Yeah, right there. And after I place the concealer in these places, I am then gonna blend it out with one of my blending brushes. Now I'll be taking two setting powders, the Maybelline Fit Me powder in 35 Deep and my banana powder in Topaz, and I'm going to be blending these two powders together to get my perfect baking powder, which you'll see me do right now. Basically, what I'll be doing is putting the powder everywhere I put concealer. So this powder that I've made with my two setting powders, I'll put it under my eye, my nose, my forehead, and I'm also going to clean up my contour, the cream contour. I'm gonna be setting the cream contour later and then baking again, because sometimes I forget. Now I'm taking my favorite powder brush, the powder brush by Real Techniques, and I'm going to be taking my, once I find it, let a girl find it, my Black Radiance contour kit, and I'm taking the conceal powder because that powder is the bomb. It works the best for my skin tone. I haven't found another powder since MAC, and a girl can't always afford MAC, that works for me. So this is a really affordable powder, and some people use it as a conceal powder or a bake powder. I use it to set my whole entire face, and you see me going in with that because I felt like my contour is a bit harsh, that line. So I'm just blending this all over my face. I use it to brush away the baking powder, and I just love this powder and I love this brush. Once I'm done, I'm going to go in with my contour powder to set my cream contour, and I'm going in from that same Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette. I love this palette. It has my complete face powder and my contour powder, and the highlight in that set is bomb as well, and I just use this powder to set my contour. Now I'm taking one of those little wedge sponges that I love to use to clean up my contour on my cheek, and I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline powder this time, so I can get like a more defined, chisel. And I'm taking my little sponge, and I also put a little bit more under my eye because I felt like I needed a little touch up. Next, I'll be taking my Juvia's Place loose highlighter in the shade Nefertiti, and this is one of their new loose highlighters, and I love it. As you can see, I'm completely obsessed. This is the first time I'm using it. I already swatched it, but first time use, and I have to say it's completely beautiful. I really love this highlighter. I'm gonna be using this highlighter all holiday season because it's just that type of highlighter. She's just gorgeous, and I used my Morphe M510 to blend out my highlighter. Now moving on to lips, I'm just gonna clean up my lips a little bit, get them ready for my lipstick, and I'm going to be taking the Lippy Pitch from ColourPop, and it's one of my favorite lippies ever. I love this color. It goes with almost any look, and it's great for the fall since this is a fall inspired makeup look, and I love this lippy. You see how pretty it is? Pretty and brown. Yep, this This is just me applying it. Next, I'm just gonna take my highlighter, the Nefertiti Juvia's Place highlighter, and just highlight my Cupid's bow a little bit with that highlighter. Next, I'm taking my Maybelline Make It Last setting spray, and I'm just gonna spray that all over my face to complete the look. Well, not complete yet, but yeah. Now I'm taking my Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal in the shade Blackest Black, and I'm just going to go over my lashes with this mascara, and I'm also going to put it on my bottom lash line. Now, to tie the look all in together, I'm just going to take that brick red shade Jax and the brown shade Central Park, and I'm going to put those two bad boys using a smaller brush. Well, I started to use that big brush. Yeah, okay. Using a smaller brush, and I'm just going to blend those two colors on my bottom lash line. And that, my friends, is the completed look. Hey guys, I am back. I'm feeling myself. Put a shirt on, put some hoops in, and I'm just continuing to take my twist out down with some African's Best Super Grow hair oil. It's my favorite hair oil. It smells so good. And I did this twist out yesterday using As I Am products. The As I Am Dry and Itchy Scalp shampoo, conditioner, and leave-in, and the As I Am twisting cream, I think it is. So this is me just taking the rest of my twist out down. Now this is just me at the end trying to figure out my eyeliner situation. I realized for the whole video one of these lines was bigger than the other, and yeah, that's me trying to say, okay, other line, get the program, try to be like the other line. So I was trying to like fix it up so it could, you know, be as sharp as the other one. Now after that, I'm just taking a pick and trying to pick up some of my curls. So yeah, I'm just finagling with my hair. I don't know if I fixed the eyeliner any better, but who cares? It looks kind of good, doesn't it? Yeah. So yep, this is me just fixing my hair. And that, my friends, is the finished look. Thanks so much for watching. Love you. Bye.